part 3, I believe, on building the shower base and wall shower install. As you can see, this is all glued and screwed. I spray foamed this in place to inhibit it from moving around over time. I do believe I'll be drilling holes through each joist for proper airflow, because this is moist pressure treated wood. It's a moist area. I think it might need some circulation holes. The back side of that wall is just a utility room, unfinished, so it won't matter anyway. My hole is drilled for my drain, double checked and perfect. So I'm going to set some glue. We're using Loctite Power Grab 0-second grab heavy duty adhesive. There, plenty of good measure, as you can see. And now, I'm going to just walk on it, just to kind of let it sit a little bit before I drive screws in it, because I don't want to overwork the screw if it's not all the way set yet. Drive it to flush. Give it a couple of what fours, kicking it in. Make sure I'm not poking out past my finish, and I'm not having glue all over me. That's another one you'll find over the years doing this type of thing. When you do paint, you wear paint clothes. When you do carpentry, you wear carpentry clothes. And as long as you're not doing a crap load of caulking all day, usually you're going to wear your carpentry clothes when you do carpentry instead of paint. If I'm doing a lot of sealing, sometimes I'll wear paint clothes on the day that I'll be doing the sealing, so I don't ruin my carpentry clothes. Because you'll find over the years, it's like clothes already get beat up and worn out. It's nice to look nice while you work and feel nice while you work, right? Keep your clothes looking somewhat appropriate, I guess. So I have white Sherwin-Williams pants, and I use my white Robbins construction shirts and hoodies for painting, and basically all Carhartt and whatever else, Robbins construction shirts and stuff like that, Columbia shorts for the summertime, Carhartt pants for the winter time. And I try to keep my carpentry clothes clean. As you can see, I don't have glue all over me, and I've used it here and there all day, so something to look out for and be attentive of. Now that we've got this glued in and set. I'll go around about every square foot and drive some screws in it. Right now, I don't know if it's, yeah, so I'm using number 8 1 3/4 GRKs. They're the red GRK fasteners. Red bit, I believe that's a T15. Yeah, T15 bit. Green bit is T20. Yellow, T10. Black is T20. No, I'm sorry. Purple is T20. Green is T25. Black is T30. And blue is T35. That's all the different colors that GRK sells for bits or chucks that screw down their bits. And it just so happens that the purple bit, the purple GRK chuck, like this, that installs AZEK screws. AZEK is a wonderful brand to use, especially like this in bathrooms. They sell nicely finished and nicely pressed molding. They sell flexible molding. They sell all kinds of different cornice. So you've got quite a selection when you're using an AZEK product. It's never a dull moment. It is expensive, and that's why people opt to not use it. But myself, I've used it. Basically, I've replaced enough wood in my day to just be happy with the price. It's worth it. You never have to touch that ever again. Once you install it, it's over. I may have gone a little overboard, not quite sure, but I went every 7 inches on my joist. And I did that because I've had to fix showers before that kind of fell apart because I should have just grabbed my chalk and marked out my lines. But it's all right. Yeah, I've had floors cave in, you know. Client would call me and you'd have to take all the sheathing, take the shower apart, take all the flooring up. And it's like, it would have been completely fine if they had just put more structure underneath it to hold the plywood. And that's why I'm doubling up my plywood as well. And I'm using OSB, but Advantech does pride itself on waterproof flooring. So we'll hold them at their word, face value, and see how good it is. I remember back when they first started out, they used to say you could put their sheet of plywood in a lake for like, I think it was like, I forget, 100 years, and it would come out of the lake perfectly fine. Now they've outsourced to Mexico since they did that, since they started. But and I have seen a little bit of a quality drop, not much, but it has a lot less water protective value to it. Like when it first came out, it was so thick with that waxy substance that was waterproof I mean, it would like coat your blade, you know. It was very, very prominent. And it looked like wax, but it wasn't. I'm sure it was some other product. Maybe it was wax. Maybe that's what they used, and I don't know, but it looked and felt like wax. And nowadays, it doesn't have as much of that coating on it, but I'm sure that their product is still good. It's still widely used all across America for flooring, and it still holds its neck, you know, its quality name. So it's kind of like every wood lately. They're growing trees at such a rapid rate that they don't have enough time to get the air and moisture out of them. They're just literally filling up like cotton candy with just a bunch of air, and the wood rots so quick nowadays. Even pressure treated isn't as good as it used to be. And that doesn't, and it's not just because the arsenic isn't used anymore. I do firmly believe that the pressure treated wood nowadays is much different than we're used to. Even just 10, 15 years ago, and that's far, far beyond arsenic outlaw. But I've seen pressure treated wood rot within a year of install, you know, and you can't do nothing about it. I mean, it's not like you can tell which one's gonna rot. So you just gotta go on faith and replace anything that breaks, you know. But the main part of this whole build is I did use pressure treated wood for the base. That will give it more life than just a normal KD, kiln dried 2x4 or whatever 2x. And I could have used CDX or even pressure treated plywood, but we had this at the house already. It was here, so I said, hey, let's use that instead. Basically, it's reused, you know, product, free, F-R-E-E. So, and this base is level and sturdy. It's glued and screwed, centered with our drain. Our drain is right at 1/4 inch slope. It might even be at a 3/8 slope, but it's right in between there, and it's spray foamed in so that it'll never move, which will help me when I go to install my base. I won't drop my slope at all. It'll hold it there. Now it's fastened in and it's sitting on sand, but one more sheet to go and I'm gonna call it a day. Tomorrow I'll come in and install the base and the other 3 pieces of shower stall. We'll insulate behind here, get it all dried in nice. It'll be good. We'll have a good day tomorrow. So stay tuned. Watch for me tomorrow. Subscribe to the channel and you'll see every video that I post. But we have our main build done. I'm stoked about that. Super stoked. Super stoked. Even the wall that you're looking through right now, that's all built nice and sturdy. Now I can focus mainly on insulation and drywall, which you know how close you are then. Once you get the drywall up, it's pretty darn everything finished from there. So, right in my wheelhouse. This is what I do for a living. Yep, this is what I do for a living. Now this is my own home. It's my first house and that I purchased, and it's an income property, but I'm building an extra apartment in the building where there was a big empty room. It'll help make the property more affordable. I'm currently losing quite a bit of money. So once I get this occupied, we'll be doing okay. We won't be losing money, and that's the biggest thing. Income properties aren't supposed to lose money. But the way the prices are with everything nowadays, and you know, they just doubled our taxes, they doubled our insurance, you name it, everything's doubling. So, you know, nothing we can do about it but work hard and move on. Work hard and move on. That's it. Crying about it ain't gonna do a dang thing. Action speaks louder than words. Remember that, guys. Action speaks louder than words. And if you try to be a hero, you'll wind up a zero every time. Those are some keynotes that my father raised me on. Well, I think that's plenty of glue. Well, technical term, adhesive. Oh, crap. I put it in opposite. That's okay. Oh, did I put it in upside down? See? Try to be a hero, wind up a zero. I got talking. Got fucking around. That's what happens. That's what happens when you get fucking around. How much more opposite can I put this fucking thing in here? Holy crap. Alright, I'm over it. Now. What in the hell happened? I don't understand. Well, all I can do is pull it out and I know I got this right, but I have it in upside down. And now I'm standing on the fucking thing. Let's see here. That's it. Well, it's not horrible. Make it more waterproof. So what I'll do, I'll take a rag and I'll clean up the other side, which will just literally make it more waterproof. I'll just wipe it into it and I'll put a little bit more adhesive down. Should have dry fit that before I started my glue, I guess. But I got talking, I get excited, and it is what it is. It ain't no thing but a chicken wing. So we're gonna put a little more glue down. Make sure this thing doesn't wiggle around much later on in life. You don't want it to squeak and creak and shift, because then the whole shower will be compromised. And we don't want to compromise a brand new shower. So I'm just putting more glue. I'm putting more glue. Putting more glue. Way too much glue. Overkill on glue. That's enough glue, Travis. Squanto. Alright. So, I'll go grab a rag. First, I'll scrape up the big stuff. See what happens when you get screwing around, not paying attention. So you can count on this almost every time. You start not paying attention. My dad always said, you can pay attention, it's free. You don't even need to have any sense. You don't even need any sense. Just pay attention. It'll get you far in life. That's what he always told me. It'll get you far in life if you pay attention. Well, sometimes I get excited and start talking, doing my video, and voila, you see the aftermath of that. Move that a little bit. That thing squared right in there. Alright. I'm just going to put this rag down my drain pipe so I don't make a mess. And instead of kneeling on that, I'll get a piece of plywood here and kneel on the plywood instead. Because I don't really want glue all over me. As I explained to you, that I'm careful about not getting glue on me, I'm creating a reason to get glue on me. Hey, we're all human. If you can't admit a mistake, there's something wrong with your personality. You gotta accept responsibility, right? Get another piece here. There we go. That gets me in there further. Oh, hey, I forgot to walk on it. tomorrow, when I come in, all this adhesive up top will be dry and it won't make a mess. Let's get it. When you're driving in your screws, you want to make sure that your head goes past the face flush top of your sheathing. If you have any bump outs, you can set your shower off cantilever. And with doing all of that extra leveling, doesn't seem like a fun time to me to mess it up. This is really coming together very nicely, very nicely. Yes, very, very nicely. Performance, ethics, honesty. All right. What I'll do is I'll put a fan on this overnight and it'll dry it off good, suck the moisture out of the plywood. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Tomorrow we're going to put the shower together the base, and all the other 3 sections. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Stay tuned. Main Man Squanto out.